rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
Just after 1 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago, the Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters. You already know the deal. Good afternoon, everyone. The Street Council is in session. Your Speaker of the House, Hashim the Dream, presiding.
Come, let us work hand in hand, because this is
our final office party of the year. I hope you all came festively. Your Secret Santas, should I make somebody do some Secret Santas, eh? I would have Kunji giving Barataria presents. Yeah, I would have liked to see that. Kunji and Barataria would have had to exchange gift. Who else? Kingsley, I would have had Kingsley exchange with maybe Mr. La Hocketa or Claxton B.
so much of things that we need to see about.
All y'all who just be button heads in the council, I make sure all y'all have to exchange gift with each other.
Cause you know as
I know,
I do the
Kunji, you cannot give Barataria a yellow shirt.
It's putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever,
Any other color is fine.
discipline,
Get him a West Indies jersey.
and production,
No, get Mr. La Hocketa a West Indies jersey.
and better nation.
As the cricket man right there. Get him that or like a ODI cricket ball.
Come let us go,
He'd appreciate that.
because
Then you want to have some links to like a
come my brother, come
a cricket vet who's still with us.
nation together.
Like a Mervyn Dillon or a Ganga. A Ramnarash Sawan, you know. I didn't expect nobody to have a link to Mr. Viv Richards, Sir Viv Richards. Or the veterans and the like. If you do, big up you, eh? By all means. Just saying, I don't think all you have them links. But I could be wrong.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian.
Well, I know we're going to do some Christmas shopping today, so let me just let all you know about some things that is going on. Little Christmas sales that happening. Say hello and great buy to the best deals this season at Courts for 2 days only. Save $1,800 on the TCL 55-inch 4K UHD flat LED Google Smart TV. Now, just $26.99. Get $1,200 off the Samsung 65-inch UHD Smart TV. Now, $57.99. Save $900 on the Mabe 30-inch 6-burner gas stove. Now $32.99, or get a $1,600 off the Frigidaire 22-kilogram automatic top-load washer for just $33.99, and get 50% off a Sleep On It Gold 9-inch pillow top queen mattresses. Now $899. Only at Courts, bringing a value home. This offer ends December 20th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Also, going on at Courts, you can get 20% off on occasional tables. Yeah, we talking furniture sales too, guys. Get $1,500, save $1,500, sorry, on the Cuba 2-piece storage sectional. Now $84.99. $2,500 off the Porsche 2-piece combo deal. Now only $15,999. Plus, get 20% off matching recliners with this purchase. Enjoy $700 off the El Dorado Entertainment Center with LED lights. Now only $21.99. Check out their new arrivals like the Flavia 6-piece motion sectional with storage console and double cup holder. Now only $14,999. Plus, get more with free delivery on credit purchases $4,999 and over. Only at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends December 27th. Terms and conditions apply.
I say come, say we build a nation together. We build a nation together. Come, and we build a nation together. And we build a nation.
And Tobago Massive, guys, get ready. Pacana Lux Events presents to you Signature, the premium all-inclusive event. Black and gold all-inclusive event going down at Fairways Tobago. Your early bird tickets are just $700, but they are only available exclusively on islandetickets.com. General tickets will also be available at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge, Pure Vanity, Lowlands, and Port Mall, Milford 24 Crown Point, Pablo's Argyle Main Road, and Jira Things Lowlands. Expect elegance, luxury, and an elite holiday vibe from 5 p.m. to midnight. For more information, give them a call at 336-4355 and come out to Signature, premium, inclusive, and unforgettable.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
So, what's on the agenda today, Olya? I actually want to share a little think piece with you. I want to catch your honest opinions on it. So, rock back, if you will, as your speaker narrates for you. And, of course, feel free to express your opinions by calling the numbers 342-0081, 466-5391. So this think piece today is entitled, Are We in a New Cold War? A CARICOM Perspective. This comes to you from Professor C. Justin Robinson, Pro Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal at the University of the West Indies Five Islands campus in Antigua and Barbuda.
I say that is the main.
Let's dive in.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
Right, here we go. On the evening of Tuesday, December 16th, Antiguans and Dominicans received unwelcome news. The Trump administration had announced and expanded travel bans, and among the countries added were Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica. For most of us, this is not an abstraction. This is the aunt in Brooklyn we visit every summer, the cousin's wedding in Miami next spring, the graduate program, the job interview, the family reunions that stitch Caribbean life to American life. For 30 years, that connection required no particular political consciousness to maintain. You got your visa, you boarded your flight, you moved between worlds. The U.S. was not a foreign policy challenge. It was simply where family lived, where the culture that shaped your music and dreams originated. And now, suddenly, it is complicated, and many Caribbean people have no framework for understanding why. I've been thinking about this since a conversation with one of my graduate students several weeks ago. We had been discussing the American military buildup in the Caribbean. The USS Gerald R. Ford, stationed off Venezuela's coast, over 15,000 U.S. personnel deployed, more than 80 people killed in strikes on boats the Americans claim carried drugs. She asked what seemed to be a most naive question. But what has Venezuela done to the United States? Her confusion is itself the story of a generation raised in peace and deeply embedded in American culture. For those of us who came of age during the Cold War, military buildups required no explanation rooted in bilateral grievance. Great powers project force because geography is destiny, and spheres of influence must be maintained. Grenada, quote unquote, did nothing to the United States in 1983, yet American paratroopers still landed at Point Salines. But my student, like most of her generation across CARICOM, has no living memory of that world. She was born into a Caribbean that had become almost, without anyone noticing, a zone of peace, not as diplomatic aspiration, but as lived reality. For 30 years, the great powers largely left us alone. The United States remained the fabric of Caribbean life due to family, remittances, and culture, but not as a military presence. The limited Russian presence retreated, and China arrived with infrastructure loans, not warships. This generation lacks a framework their grandparents possessed for understanding why superpowers behave as they do. There is something else that Washington and other great powers consistently fail to grasp: the Caribbean's instinctive, bone-deep anti-militarism. This is not ideological pacifism. It is simply that war is not a part of our lived reality. CARICOM nations do not have viable armies. Our defense forces are tiny. Antigua's could fit in a small auditorium. For Caribbean people, war is something that happens far away, in failed states where politics has catastrophically broken down. It is not something we do, and the very idea of military conflict as a tool of policy feels alien. When American officials speak of quote-unquote military options and quote-unquote all tools on the table, when aircraft carriers appear on a horizon, they may not realize how foreign this sounds to Caribbean ears. We are non-military because that is who we are, as surely as cricket and carnival. This context is essential for understanding the impossible choices now facing Caribbean leaders, choices that may look like indecision, weakness, or even stubbornness to outside observers, but are in fact the careful calculations that small state survival demands. Consider the dilemmas. When Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister offered American forces access to her territory, Venezuela's President Maduro declared it tantamount to an act of war. When Antigua declined a U.S. request to host a military radar installation, we now find ourselves on the travel ban list, while Grenada, still considering a similar request, does not. Cooperate with the Americans and face Venezuelan threats. Decline and risk American displeasure. Accept Chinese infrastructure investment and attract Washington's suspicions. Reject it and lose development funding for your that your people desperately need. There is no right answer here, and there is no simple path that avoids all costs. Every choice carries consequences, and the consequences fall not on distant diplomats, but on ordinary citizens, on visa applications, on trade relationships, on the cost of goods, on opportunities opened or foreclosed. This is why Caribbean citizens must understand their leaders are actually navigating. What their leaders are actually navigating. It is easy to demand clarity, to pick a side, state your position, stand firm. But small states do not have the luxury of grand gestures. Our leverage is limited. Our economies are vulnerable. Our populations can fit inside a single American city. What looks like ambiguity is often wisdom that looks like hesitation. What looks like hesitation, is often the careful maintenance of relationships that cannot be easily rebuilt once broken. And the crisis is real. The United States has assembled its largest military deployment in the Western Hemisphere since the Cuban Missile Crisis. A blockade of Venezuelan oil exports has been ordered. Venezuela has turned to China, Russia, and Iran for support. The Caribbean finds itself where it has always preferred not to be, between great powers in collision. CARICOM's response has been one of improvisation, not coordination, each nation calculating its interests in real time. The region needs to refocus and rapidly pivot to the reality of a global shift that demands nimble, sophisticated diplomacy of a kind we have not needed for a generation. My generation understood this. That's his generation, not mine only. I'm very young. We watched careers disrupted and families divided by Cold War politics. We knew that maintaining relationships with powerful nations requires constant attention, diplomatic skill, and sometimes difficult trade-offs. These were not reasons for resentment, but simply realities of a world where power is distributed unequally and geography matters. The Caribbean's zone of peace was never guaranteed. It was a gift of historical circumstance, a generation-long pause. That pause is ending, and what replaces it will be determined by skill, the political and diplomatic skill that small states must deploy to survive between giants. I call these skills Caribbean dance moves, the ability to maintain balance while the floor shifts, to move gracefully between partners without losing your footing, to keep relationships intact when the music changes tempo. These are not skills of resistance or antagonism. They are skills of survival and dignity. They require understanding the tensions between maintaining deep bonds with the United States, bonds driven by geography, bonds of family, culture, and shared values, while also maintaining the sovereign right to chart our own course. Powerful nations will act in their interests. Our task is not to resent this, but to navigate it wisely. Preserving what matters most, our relationships, our economies, and our room to maneuver. A generation raised in peace, embedded in American life, and instinctively suspicious of military logic, learn very quickly the grammar of a world they did not choose but must now navigate. The music has started again. My student asked a simple question. The answer, it turns out, is anything but simple. And that is the lesson her generation, all of us, must now absorb.
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I wanted to share that think piece with you all because, wow, if that is not a serious way to look at the current circumstances we are in right now. Now, I know a lot of audience members in this council are seasoned, well seasoned.
Surely I do have to spell them.
You all have witnessed a great many things
'Cause you know as well as
in this life.
the only way
Many of you were born in the later half of the 20th century. Many of you saw the birth of Trinidad and Tobago
ever we must
back in the 60s. You witnessed a lot of the iconic historical moments that this country knows in modern day.
a strong and better nation.
U.S. occupations.
I say
Some of you still remember stories of your relatives who were commissioned to go to war.
this is our land. my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
You remember watching your nation try to move from a federation into a single sovereign nation. You watched your country go through prosperous times. You watched your family grow over generations. People migrate and establish lives out in the quote-unquote first world.
This also goes for everything big.
See your families build abroad. Became accustomed to traveling to visit them wherever they may be. And bit by bit, slowly in the background, you also saw
instead of staying out there,
these West Indies become a peaceful place. Yes, with its own crime and criminal problems, of course, but not to the degree or the lengths of a 9/11 or a decades-long war in the Middle East.
that is the main point.
Threats of terrorists and suicide bombs and
Come let us go hand in hand, because
political assassinations,
come my brother, come my sister, and
save for that one time.
shine together.
We saw our nation go through this. Our region go through this. Their own individual histories, all shaping and defining them. But all of us eventually move into become what we are known for today. The Caribbean, the West Indies, being a zone of peace. It's something that simply happened through fortunate circumstances of history. We have literally lived in a time, we've been blessed for a very long time, to simply live in a time where war was simply something we saw on CNN or BBC. Things that we would discuss about with our friends at the bars or by the water cooler at the office, in between whatever internal office drama was going on. But now the conversations are changing. And for a lot of us, this conversation is new. For many of you, it may, for those of you who are old enough to remember, it may just be history repeating itself. But the generation that we live in right now has no idea of these things. Unless you are a lover of history, such as myself, you really wouldn't know of things like if you asked some of your grandchildren today, what do they know about the coup? I wouldn't be surprised if some of them don't know what you're talking about. You know, just as this university professor's student didn't know what happened with Maurice Bishop in Grenada back in 1983, right? Our generation has lived through blessed times, but we did not have to worry about insurrection or worried about being invaded.
For our country,
We are shaping or getting ready to have very uncomfortable conversations and probably live through some difficult times.
and onward to progress we should.
Because if it hits the fan, it's going to upset everything that we know, not just here, but around the region, in a way that has not been seen for decades.
To build
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Jim.
Hey, Kingsley, how you doing?
I am blessed by God, by man or woman.
Nice.
And I want to thank you for always asking me up here because but next frequency has called in on morning. And that was the coach that asked me. And I called him not your frequency, but the other frequency as well because I'm the king of the area there. I have caught 6 and 7 programs a day, daily, every day. And Jim, You must tell them I do not call on WhatsApp. I call it online. You never see me calling on WhatsApp.
No, you call direct. You call direct.
I call directly online and pay my money to make my phone call. You know what I mean? So Jim, I must say, Jim, you are doing a very good job there. I'm not to damper nobody, but I feel more balanced, more fair on this program here by you giving everybody a chance, and not because of our not screaming cause. I believe that you're giving everybody a pie, and this is the program I will always support. I mean, everybody has a point of view. Even if you disagree with them, everybody have the point of view. And as an experienced person, they must never try to shoot down somebody a contribution as a talk to host. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Because it's your enemies what build the program and your supporters what build the program. I've had enough page with over 16,000 people following me. Everybody will like me there. But I like my enemies to come and follow me, and they'll go increase my ratings on Facebook, because they need your enemies to also to follow you to build your thing. And even if you disagree with somebody, you also need them to follow you or to follow the program. As this young girl who made chat to the Prime Minister, say she's sorry, and dream what's up, and so who is me not to forgive her? I forgive her. People make mistakes in life. People say things sometimes are emotional. I say things too that's sometimes emotional. And sometimes I say, real Kingsley, you really said about Kingsley, but I don't reflect what I say now. I said, I'm along the bed. Everything I say in the day, just come back to me. I don't know why. Everything I do, when I lie down on my bed, just come back to me. So that I know I can't do wrong. Because if I do wrong, it go play on my mind. And I always try to be fair in life. I mean, I might favor people, I might like somebody more than I like you. But it didn't say that I would turn a blind eye if it needs help or need assistance, or I will turn a blind eye. Not because you're a PNM, I must hate you.
Right.
Or I must dislike you because you're a PNM. No, I have PNM friends and PNM hierarchy friends too. You know what I mean? I know that my some of them who sit down in Parliament there is my friends. I know that my hamper is on the way by PNM people there, PNM MPs there. I call no names. So and that what Dr. Robbie said. But the people of this country don't understand that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They clap him. I didn't clap him. I went and did the research on it. And when Jack Warner say yesterday, today, I also went and did the research. People criticize him. When he said yesterday, and the day today, they clap Dr. Rowley when he said the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They question Basil Pandey by saying politics have a morality of its own. I never question Basil Pandey, and this is what I live for when I come in the political arena. These three men who say this to them, and that's why I have no hate for none of supporters of the party. I don't kill nobody. I don't want nobody get locked up. I don't want nobody get shit because they love Rowley. I don't like Rowley, but I don't care if you love Rowley and you defend Rowley. I don't want you to get killed. I don't want you to lose a job. I don't have that in me. That's why I live, and God bless me as a young man. I am doing good in life, and I thank God for it. That's why, because I never born with a gold spoon, but I did understand and have common sense that what was the wrong thing and what was the right thing to do. I did understand from young. I did have an understanding brain, not a book sense brain, but I understand to have common sense, because today the man them who make ask them who make YouTube, who make Twitter, who make phone. There was no bright men. There was no book, but they did have common sense. So Jim, I want to say, how could we be seeing that Trinidad and Tobago is a zone of peace? And as the Prime Minister said, as she always follow me or I follow her, I do not know. But as she said that, how could we be a zone of peace and we having 7 and 6 murders a year in Trinidad and Tobago? The fact remains that we know over the years, we hear since 1962 that we hear that Trinidad and Tobago is a transport hub for drugs cocaine, guns, trafficking. So if we are somebody trying to stop the guns from coming in, trying to stop because I do not believe that Trump out there for all what the propaganda is. I know today that no drugs incoming in my country. I know today no period full of Venezuelans and the chain coming here no more. They ain't coming here no more, and I'm happy for that. They ain't coming here. They ain't putting the chain at risk coming to this country to look for some kind of we don't know what they're looking for. And these people here, Venezuelans and them, they are busting our economy because they are tax free. They come here and get with money, fill me money into US. US, yeah? US. And send it back to Venezuela. Venezuela right now want US bad. And these imps and pimps and chimps like Dr. Roddy call them. That why he said this country is foolish. The people and the biggest foolish because Venezuela begging for US dollars. And it's so sad to see that Trump say that Venezuela take some oil from America. You know the same people who live in here will come to say Trump, they're your business, and criticize Trump for saying that. But a man, a justice minister, chipping me, you wouldn't hear them calling you to take umbrage against that. You wouldn't hear them to chipping me. But what Trump said about some oil in Venezuela, and when they take, they go calling and they go criticize Trump for that. So how could we be in a zone of peace, Jim, when we are seeing today that for the past 9 years, for the past 15 years, for the past 20 years, it's 500 murders, 600 murders. A small Caribbean country like this having this murder rate every single year by guns coming into our country freely. Our borders was open today. Our borders is one of the safest today. There's 99% of no guns coming in the country. The guns we have here, it's done here already. No guns are coming in the country. They have to sneak in drugs and hide drugs, marijuana and cocaine coming in the country. But no guns are coming in the country. Our borders is safer under Kamala Prasad, Mr. Sad. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So it's not we who saying to attack Venezuela. America and them had a beef as a man, as my Kenyan friend calling and say it's 100 years Venezuela and America warring. We never in that. But we know that if we say what's going on, because remember Fitzgerald Hines and Dr. Rory sent some kind of agreement. We just upholding the agreement and might loosen the screw a little bit for the Americans to do what they have to do. But it's not our business. None of our soldiers is going to fight Venezuelan army. None of our Coast Guard is going into that. None of our policemen is going to that. We out of that. All we saying that, okay, we have an agreement since 1962 also, and they are based here. Come and use everything and do what you do. But we not. Our country is not no base for America to launch a missile at Venezuela. We not on that. So people had to get the facts straight because look at here. Wow, one of a caller who tried to be intelligent every single time they're calling to ask if the radar could pick up some marijuana they find by Kamala, I think some years back, like that's what is the damn name. And I say, boy, that's a bright person. What kind of foolish question you going to ask a program? To ask, I said, this is the thing. We have our country bad. And once again, Kamala Prasad has show the African community because here what the facts remain that the Africans was living better. The African community was living better from 2010 to 2015 under Kamala. From 2015 to 2025, the Africans was living below the ladder under Dr. Rowdy. So now again we see, Seven Kojo, a professor who is fully respectful around the world. He said, Kamala is the is the is the is the African leader. David Mohammed today got a state board and he's the chairman. And when you see that when you see that board, when you see that state board, when you see that next one, when you see that state board, it's only Africans in that state board. That was Kamala for. Because Jim, as I close, one day after the meeting, UNC meeting, we'll go on an afterline, the quiet afterline, where the big boys will be there, and the financiers will be there, and certain activists will be know about it. Not that much. Not you crowd who, not like them who waving flag and want to kill it for PNM or a UNC. And I was in the afterline, and the Prime Minister was walking in. The night time she was opposition leader. She stopped by me. She said, Kingsley, this is not now about race, you know. This is about feeding hungry bellies. This is about taking care. She stopped with her entourage. She said, Kingsley, what going on? I said, Madam, she said, this is not about race. It's about feeding people. It's about taking care of the elderly, the young person, the needy. And this is what the lady is about. In the next 5 years to come, we just in 7 months, or 5 months in power. In the next 5 years to come, June, this country will be no suffering again. Everybody will be equalized to the ladder. Nobody will be richer than nobody will be poorer than nobody. Everybody under Kamala Prasad will get the fair share. Some go away, some have to fight for it, and some will get right away. And they can't get everything right away. So bear the pain, hold the faith, and as I live, I want to say this: long live the people who vote for the UNC. Long live the people of Trinidad and Tobago who gave this East Indian woman a chance. A woman with no color, with no face, but she's for country and Trinidad and Tobago. David Mohammed, you see once again, she shows she loyalty to you. Because I was in a meeting with David Mohammed in one of his speech. And somebody say that Kamala gave them a call in 2015. She called David Mohammed and said, David Mohammed, I have documents here. I do not know if I'm going to win the election in 2015. Come and weeks before the election, she said, come and sign and take your land and build a thing. That is the lady I know. I spent 9 years with this lady, close to the lady. I know her. She have a soft heart, a forgiving heart. But it didn't say that she will take walk over. But she have a soft heart. She's like Rowdy, our rider. We love the government. Tighten the bed. Every school build, every road build. It was the state has to build it, Dr. Rowdy. Every school build, the government has to build it.
Don't mean to cut you there, Kingsley, but some people
I know. Thank you very much, Jim.
All right,
Thank you very
Kingsley.
much.
No problem. Big up yourself. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dream, and good afternoon to your listeners.
Hey, Chris, what's going on? What's going on?
Alright, what a mouthful, Kingsley, but let me let you know, Kingsley, why persons just have to be asking the state or the government ridiculous questions. Because when the police find the marijuana by Ms. Prasad Bisesa at the gazebo ledge, it was over 120 something grams of cannabis, right? However, they choose to classify it as plant-like substance, and some of the said officers went as far to tear these pages out of the station diary. So, with all of that being said, we wondering how other persons before that and even after, right, they get involved with outright marijuana or drugs or whatever it is, and it not being classified with the same courtesy by the police service as plant-like substance, right? And if all different people in various arms of the state, right, saying that the radar assisted them in locating these drugs, right, which is wrapped up in so much things, right, but you're identifying it through whatever it is wrapped up in. The people must have to ask ridiculous questions if it could see if they find marijuana again by the gazebo ledge. If they could see that, if the radar would help in that regard. People must ask these ridiculous questions when the state and people who in authority come in with ridiculous responses and ridiculous answers to certain things. What do you expect? What do you expect people to do when there is this constant bias that permeates the atmosphere of Trinidad and Tobago? Every minute somebody moving the goalpost for their political party. The dream is, I tell you, the biggest problem, more than the way we are governed, is the people who support the ones that govern us, you know.
I think I want you to repeat. I want you to repeat that one because that I think people need to hear again.
As I continue to say, one of the greatest challenges we face, more than the people that govern us who sometimes tend to do ill things, is the people that support the people that govern us throughout whatever. It doesn't matter what you do. They could bank on your support. This is why some people will give them the support they give them and then come on the radio and be feeling how because you're not getting anything. But you was just supporting them for free. Not for policies, not for character, not for nothing valuable. We need to stop being so unintelligent and being used by people. Because that is all they are doing, you know, using us so that they could continue to win. All 41. All 41. You feel none of them can be the bigger person amongst all the peacock in parliament and say, I'm not partaking in that. I will make my contribution and represent my constituency. We have been calling for something to be done to replace the Minister of Homeland Security. But fanatics just have to accept that and take it and swallow it. Imagine you have a man walking around with a plastic bag to blow in it to hand the media. But I tell you, we're sick in this country, the regime. Sick. I looked on, brother.
Thanks a lot for your contribution, Chris.
To build a strong and better nation, I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
What's up?
You said something yesterday, and I was pleased about it. But there are times when you have to stand up firm against certain things. Because this disrespect that has been shared on the radio, it goes national, regional, and international. But so especially Kingsley, when it comes to dealing with former members of the People's National Movement, you have to have respect for people. How you expect children to have respect when you have no respect? Disrespectfulness, you understand, is not a nice thing. And you feel just in a piece, what you have to do is stand by your word. Let them know, you understand, you can make your comment, the way you have to say, you understand, but this type of disrespectfulness, get rid of it. Keep that for election. That is not for radio. You understand? You have to let them know that. No, and the brother said something that I know the Homeland Security, they asked him a question. You know, he say, if you have a big, when you take a big in front of you, if you have a big in front of you, then you eat a coat. But I can understand what we're doing. And then in the parliament, when the opposition asks questions, they are not answering the questions. The questions that they are asking is to let us know what they're doing with the people's money, which is our money. How are they using it? But they are not, everyone of them is not answering questions. You know, so you can't blame the opposition because they are asking questions, relevant questions to the ministries and the money. And they're not answering it. But brother, let the Kingsley and them know disrespectful is, and you know what they say they have children. If I want from South say he has children, what do you expect the children to do? What are they hearing you? So the fighting in school and the cursing is because of the adults that they are hearing. Have a nice one.
Have a nice one. Have a nice one, sir.
Who going to live in a foreign land? Now is the time to come home and do something.
Let me check the WhatsApp here. My apologies. Hold on.
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline.
Hey, that's what kind of what? Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
To build a strong and better nation.
What does it say? UNC has developed the most advanced AI, Boo Nancy, in the world. More advanced than GPT and Gemini. I'm thinking with Boo Nancy,
Because this is our land.
it will be a steep stepping stone for Trinidad and Tobago to develop a space program, but put Trini on the moon. Okay. I don't pretend to know much about that, so I have to dive into that. I have time for just one call before the break, but keep it short. Good afternoon.
Long because you read an article. I think it's one of the most most instructive article I've heard on the whole scenario between the U.S., America, CARICOM, and whatnot. I don't know who was the author. I think they mentioned who's the person, some professor.
Yeah, it is. His name is Professor C. Justin Robinson. He's a vice chancellor at UWI campus in Antigua.
Right. I think that is the most poignant article I've heard with respect to this whole geopolitical battle that is taking place in the region. And I've listened to a whole set of them talking a set of nonsense. He couldn't put it better, right? So thanks again for where you got that article?
My mother said it to me actually. She knows I like think pieces like that, so she just sent it my way.
Oh boy, so you don't know the source of it?
No, it comes from him. I'm not sure where he posted it. It might be on Facebook or somewhere, but I don't know where the original piece came from.
All right, if you could get a little more information, probably by Monday, because that has to go in my archive.
Yeah, sure, I can definitely do that for you.
It's writing for any student in international relations, international politics, and that kind of thing.
No problem at all.
Beautiful article. Thank you again,
no
Mr.
problem.
Green.
Thank you a lot. Thanks for your contribution.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Oh gosh, baby. The wedding is just days away. We never booked the caterer.
Oh, wait, just no. Oh, relax, baby. I already called Michelin already. Michelin Experience.
Wait, what? When?
Sometime last week, the same caterer that did our Christmas party at work, remember? When your sister showed up uninvited and she took all the leftovers?
But one thing for sure, the lasagna, it tastes real good.
I know. They're tasty, reliable, and affordable. They even deliver. And if you want, they could cook on site. So go back to bed, baby. Don't worry. Everything done handled. Michelin has us.
Have a great night rest knowing Michelin has you from weddings to business functions. Michelin Experience Limited delivers unforgettable flavor and flawless services. So call them at 474-2250 or follow on social media at Michelin Experience. Great food, exceptional service every time.
Building dreams, delivering excellence. That's McClatchy Construction Company Limited. Since 2008, McClatchy Construction has grown into one of Trinidad and Tobago's most trusted names in construction. From residential homes to large-scale commercial and industrial projects, we bring integrity, innovation, and professionalism to every endeavor. Our services include general contracting, design and build, construction management, restorations, renovations, structural steelworks, infrastructure development, home construction, and equipment rental. Whatever your vision, we have the expertise to bring it to life. With over 17 years of proven experience and a portfolio of landmark projects, more than 70% of our work comes from repeat clients, a true testament to our quality and reliability. For trusted construction solutions, contact McClatchy Construction Company Limited at 221-5405 or 222-5897 or via email. admin@mcclatchyconstruction.com. McClatchy Construction Company Limited, building strong foundations for a better tomorrow.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yohana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM, every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Makwaya.
West to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.
It's not just a loan, it's an all-access pass to wallet season. Yeah, yeah, your season is secured with Eastern Credit Union. Yeah, yeah.
Rhythms of Truth, a Kaiser story.
The grand opening of the world's #1 Calypso tent, Kaiser Showcase 2026, Friday, 23rd January, 8 p.m., Naparima Bowl, San Fernando. Early bird tickets, $150. Available until December 31st. General admission, $200. At the door, $250. Don't miss.
Rhythms of Truth, a Kaiser story.
Grand opening, Kaiser Showcase 2026. The world's #1 Calypso tent. Friday, 23rd January, Naparima Bowl, San Fernando. 8 p.m. Early bird tickets, $150. Available at Roast and Toast Restaurant Bar and Grill, 86 Apparel Street, San Fernando. Athletes by the Park, Tuco South Central Office, Mezzanine Floor, Skinner Park, San Fernando, and from Tuco South Central executive members. For tickets and more information, call 653-5732. Don't miss it.
This Christmas, save big at Furniture Plus. Enjoy up to 50% off in-store and online. Shop unbeatable deals on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. Plus, pay 0 installments for 90 days on credit plans. Furniture Plus, where holiday savings shine.
This year I say I'm not cooking. Young brother ask me what you're doing. Crazy, your family them go start screwing. Without food, well, the Christmas could ruin. Tell them to settle and cease. They will still get a piece. Cause KFC have a big festive feast. Well, bring all the chicken. I know it's finger licking. And crazy, you can stay out of the kitchen and have a festive feast, a festive feast.
Celebrate Christmas with KFC's Festive Feast. Get a festive box, 3 pieces of tenders and wedges for only $39.95. Or a festive bucket, 8 pieces of chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 portions of wedges for $159. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, for the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Join the winning team with Pasta Alkaline John
every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember,
every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
live on the street 919 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
When the music drop, all rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will.
And here in the final talking hour of the week here, just after 2 o'clock, Street 919 FM. Street Council is in session. I hope y'all are finding some time to get some lunch in. Boy, I know right now you don't even feel like churning on vacation because the traffic ain't changed one bit. But still find your ways and get yourself something to eat. And what better to eat than the festive box this holiday season at KFC. That's right, guys. 3 pieces of spicy or extra crispy chicken tenders and regular wedges are now just $39.95. Or go big with the festive bucket and get 8 pieces of golden chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 regular wedges for just $159. Whether it's a family feast or an after shopping treat, KFC has got the taste of Christmas all wrapped up for you. So come home to flavor. Come home to KFC. It is finger licking good. And connect your home this holiday season with the Flow Link Up or Link Up Plus plans and get free installation. Go big or go home with the Link Up More plan and take home a $500 grocery voucher. Offer ends December 31st. Sign up at the Flow Milford Bay Plaza store today. Terms and conditions apply. And with the most wonderful time of the year now here at last, Mount Pleasant Credit Union is trying to make your Christmas even brighter. Take a loan this season and borrow up to $200,000. Plus, members with new loans of $25,000 or more get a chance to win a grand prize valued at $25,000 and monthly grocery vouchers worth $1,000. Don't miss out. This festive offer ends December 31st, 2025. Give them a call at 639-8375 or visit mpcutobago.com to apply today. Mount Pleasant Credit Union is making your Christmas dreams come true. This promotion has been approved by the NLCB and special conditions apply. And guys, it is officially the countdown time. The Street 919 FM tomorrow will be hosting our first ever Christmas Caravan Drive, the East Edition 2025. That's right, guys. We are coming from the Street 919 FM station in Tobago all the way to Charlottesville tomorrow, December 20th. Come out and enjoy the journey with us as we finish off at Charlottesville Bandstand with lots of games, snacks, and treats for the kids and live entertainment from some of your favorite Tobago artists. Lots of prizes to be won, so bring the kids and have a spectacular day. For more information, give them a call at 369-6414, 301-2713, 357-2006, or 309-0136.
And let us build a nation together.
Right then, so we diving right back in. Got another long piece here for you, and this one is a little bit closer to home. This one comes out actually from a political leader, Miss Michaela Pandey. She has written an open letter to the Prime Minister. So I figured I'd read it for y'all and see what y'all have to say. And let's get these conversations out the way so that we can get to our Christmas office party. Yeah, I definitely. What up, Canada? What up, Canada? We're gonna get that drink and pass for you this afternoon in the office party. Don't you worry about that. You can surely get it because you've been asking for it the whole week. Hope you're listening, eh? All right, so let's get into this this open letter that Lady Pandey has written to the Honorable Prime Minister. And I quote, "In light of recent developments and public remarks by Venezuela's Justice Minister referencing Trinidad and Tobago, many citizens have reached out with understandable concerns about safety, preparedness, and clear communication. This open letter is written respectfully to the Prime Minister on behalf of those citizens in the interests of reassurance, clarity, and national calm. Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa, I write to you with the respect I have always afforded you and on behalf of many concerned citizens who are seeking reassurance, clarity, and confidence in the leadership of our country at this time. Your assertion that Trinidad and Tobago is not involved in the U.S. blockade against Venezuela and that our nation is acting solely on its own security interests is noted. However, what continues to concern many citizens is not the repetition of assurances, but the absence of clear, credible explanations that acknowledge the wider regional and geopolitical realities now confronting our country. Clear and timely communication matters. When information feels partial, delayed, or overly defensive, public confidence begins to waver. The issue before us is not the United States exercising its authority, but whether the government of Trinidad and Tobago has been sufficiently clear with its own citizens about the nature, scope, and implications of its cooperation with foreign military and security operations. To date, the government's responses have appeared largely reactive rather than strategic. Statements are issued after concerns are raised and after regional tensions escalate. What the nation has not yet heard is whether there is a coherent, forward-looking plan to protect the people of Trinidad and Tobago should circumstances deteriorate. Without asking for national security details, citizens are entitled to basic reassurance. If an attack were to occur, is there a plan in place to protect our people and critical infrastructure? Can the Prime Minister assure the nation that Trinidad and Tobago would be kept safe? And equally important, what is the plan to protect the nation when foreign military assets eventually leave? Slogans such as TNT First cannot substitute for forthright leadership. National interest is not protected by minimizing concerns or dismissing legitimate questions, but by addressing them directly and honestly. Your government cannot continue to treat accountability as optional or public concern as inconvenient. Foreign policy is not an abstract exercise. It has real implications of our economy, our security, and our standing in the Caribbean. Honorable Prime Minister, at this moment, what matters most is that the people of Trinidad and Tobago feel informed, protected, and confident in the path ahead. Calm, clear communication builds trust, and trust is essential as our nation navigates an increasingly complex regional environment. Respectfully, Michaela Pandey, political leader of the Patriotic Front.
For every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land, now is the time to come home and do something.
So another open letter for y'all to dissect here.
No, more than
you just joined in the middle of that. That letter came from the leader of the Patriotic Front, Ms. Michaela Pandey. Right, an open letter to the Prime Minister, essentially asking, can we have some clear and firm communication with the nation without going into deep details of national security risks, because we understand, I think anyone can understand that obviously you can't simply just come out and say but this is what going on here with this and that, because that will compromise nation security, right? At the same time, Miss Pandey is saying, I'm saying it multiple times, that we simply can't just have reactionary comments after things escalate. You know, when the U.S. is putting a blockade around Venezuela, there's no comment until after, right? When the radar comes, there's no comments until after the fact, right? How do y'all feel? Do y'all simply wish to just remain as is? Y'all think the Prime Minister is doing just fine? You don't need to know any more than you need to know, and you feel like you can just go forward knowing that she have it? Or are you like others who feel that communication is key? Because it's like a relationship, you know. It's not going to last without proper communication, right? And a relationship, a Prime Minister in a country, that is basically a relationship right there. We, the people, put you to run the country, right? So you are in a relationship with all of we. Yes, even you in a relationship with Auntie Camps. You who just turn up your nose. You and Miss Pasad Bisessa are in a relationship. She is running the country you are living in. And as such, the relationship requires communication. Now, obviously, not everybody will ever get to ask the Prime Minister every and anything that they want, because we all don't have access to anti-camps like that. You know, save it to be for like town halls, meetings, and such, and so on. However, such is not the case on her end. She, of course, has the resources and the wherewithal to speak to us openly.
Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now,
if Andy Cams was to call a conference right now, in the middle of the street council, like if I got a phone call from production room right now and said,
a strong
Prime Minister coming on the council to say some things,
I say,
prepare the place for she.
that is the mean.
You think I'm in any position to say no?
So come
No. She come in. I have to address her and treat her as such.
Brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
She can come and she can disclose whatever information she sees fit. By the way, if anyone in the office of the Prime Minister is listening, the Lady of the Nation is more than welcome on the Street Council, on the Street 919 FM, at any point in time she wishes. If she wishes to simply talk, chat, set things straight, or simply just rock back. We just have some good conversations here.
So much
you know
that we need to.
If you feel like you need a little chill pill from the pressing media, want a little more of a
you know as well,
an informal setting, be just a little more relaxed. With your security at the door, of course.
Because
by all means, please,
more than ever we must show.
Take a gander down Maraval Road and grace us with your presence. We'll be honored to have you.
To build a strong and better nation, I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand.
But I feel, honestly,
this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
As it currently stands,
let's build a nation together.
A little more, not just the reassurances after the fact. I think a little more preemptive communication. To be like, hey guys, all right, so this is what is about to happen. We going down this path, and I'm letting all you to know so you ain't gonna get catch off guard. Right? I honestly think a little more of that would be appreciated.
Now is the time to come home.
Instead of having to ask after the fact, like, wait, what the heck just happened? You could tell us a little bit of things, and you could be like, relax. We must be good over here. Alright? If it really is a problem, I gotta tell you. That come like your mechanic after fixing the car. Something else ting up. And like he was, and your mechanic was like, I did really hear that was going on, but I was only focusing on the thing like you tell me to focus on. Don't worry about it. You go come back and we go, yeah, come like that. You shady mechanic who is fix you bit by bit. So you keep coming back and have to give him money. I'd rather have as much Carfax as possible, because I know we can't have all of the Carfax. Give me warning, give me notice. If you're going to let go somebody from the job, well, actually no, that's not how that works. When you're going to leave a job, you just have to give her 2 weeks notice, right? At least that's what policy dictates. Honestly, I feel like if you're ready to quit, you should just quit. Because they could fire you on the spot without any warning. I feel you should be able to ups and leave. And be like, oops, I go on there. If you're in a company working, please understand that. Alright? They need you as much as you need them. Don't undervalue yourself. If you really feel that you're ready to ups and go that very day. Because they will fire you on the spot and have you replaced within 2 days. Don't study them. But that does not go for our Prime Minister, please. I wish if you know whatever the next if you are privy, because obviously not everybody is privy to everything, particularly in this ongoing escalating situation. However, at this point, I don't want to use the word enable. We are hosting contingents of the U.S. military here. So if for whatever reason, if anything happens to be passing your way that you can let us know of preemptively, so we don't have to flick on the news and see, what the deal is this?
Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
And then the communication comes.
To progress we surely will.
Maybe a day or two after the fact there's a comment, like a bad Wi-Fi connection.
Tolerance and production.
You can understand why it would put some people on edge, some citizens on edge, as to what is really going on. A lot of people cannot just walk blindly with faith,
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
Sometimes that physical reassurance is a lot more comforting. At least that's how I feel. 3420081 466 5391. If by chance you all feel different.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must
I seen something come down here.
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main.
This one now coming with us, guys. So apparently Finance Minister Devendra Tanku has claimed that all salaries and back pay have been paid on time. Tanku made the claim in a WhatsApp status which read, "Still think the media is unbiased, salaries and back pay on time and not a media house beat." Wow. There has been no official release from the Ministry of Finance confirming the payments. But I don't think Minister Tanku would just say so without it being true. Each statement probably just ain't dropped yet. That's all. Y'all acting, y'all moving like the Prime Minister. You're moving in the opposite direction. You're talking preemptively. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what happened in there. You're breaking up there.
Oh, the arms. Okay, let's continue just recap, right? The arms voted first. The guy. I'm
sorry, caller. I'm not hearing you at all. You're breaking up very, very bad. And I don't know if you could call regular. Probably just find a stronger spot. Yeah. Oh God. All right. Please call back. I want the people to hear you loud and clear. Let's see if I get them the thing. Let me see if they will. It might be easier. They find the proper proper carriers for your areas. You know, kind of give me a moment and let me see if I can open that link, okay? Somebody send us a breaking news update here. So wait, all ears on the grounds reporters now, boy. I like that.
Come together. I say come. Say we build a nation together.
This one is breaking, I see. All right. All right, I will take this one. So, guys, it looks like former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith has issued a statement warning TNT could be sitting ducks against Venezuelan hostility without U.S. support. I want to hear exactly what he has to say. So let us take it in here.
Remember the key to success is working.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
I'm making this statement based on my experience as a previous military officer, national security advisor, security minister, and police commissioner. Now, over the past several months, Trinidad and Tobago has found itself internally divided over one central question. Should we have been as closely aligned with the United States on security cooperation, policy positions, and operational engagement in the Southern Caribbean? And that debate can continue indefinitely, because there are some who seem to love Caracas more than they love Maracas, and that is their democratic right. But that debate is now irrelevant. The only issue that matters now is where Trinidad and Tobago goes from here. And that direction must be informed by facts, not emotion, not rumshot talk. Let us be clear. Trinidad and Tobago has not threatened Venezuela. It is the United States that Venezuela accuses of threatening its sovereignty. Yet in classic bully and coward fashion, Venezuela is unwilling or unable to confront the United States directly. Instead, it seeks to intimidate, harass, and threaten a smaller neighbor, that being Trinidad and Tobago. So this has been the pattern of provocation. So for those who continue to make excuses or to downplay their behavior, let us review the facts. First, Venezuelan officials falsely claimed that Trinidad and Tobago was facilitating terrorists. That was a lie. They then falsely alleged that individuals were using Trinidad and Tobago as a base to destabilize Venezuela. That too was a lie. They then openly stated that they would invade any country that protects such persons, an unmistakable reference to Trinidad and Tobago. They then declared the leader of our country persona non grata. They threatened to sever all energy sector ties. They then attacked Trinidad and Tobago for conducting joint military exercises with an ally on our own soil. They have repeatedly accused us, without evidence, of facilitating U.S. military action against them. They lied about our involvement in or approval of the seizure of an oil tanker. And to top it off, they recently claimed that Trinidad and Tobago is Venezuelan territory. Now, history teaches us that when such claims are made by countries, they are usually followed by actions to get back what they feel belongs to them. And now, in perhaps the most reckless statement yet, Venezuela has warned Trinidad and Tobago that we should know what will happen to us if the United States attacks them. Now, that is the geopolitical equivalent of a heavyweight striking a middleweight, and the middleweight, too afraid to respond to the heavyweight, turns to threaten a lightweight who never attacked him. That is Venezuela's posture, and this is the reality we must confront. Venezuela has now openly signaled hostile intent, using a hypothetical U.S. action as a pretext to justify aggression against Trinidad and Tobago. At that point, we have no choice but to prepare to defend ourselves with full force. And let us be honest, That defense cannot occur without U.S. support. If Trinidad and Tobago refuses to stand with the United States, the U.S. is under no obligation to stand with us. The result will be catastrophic. We then become sitting ducks for a hostile state that has now threatened us on at least 3 occasions. This is why the distractions must stop. This is not about a radar as a political talking point. In fact, the radar should just be the start. We need more, and we need it now. So my recommendation is this is what must be done, and immediately. There must be urgent, high-level dialogue with the United States focused specifically on safeguarding Trinidad and Tobago in light of these threats. Time is not on our side. This is not new thinking. In fact, when I was Minister of National Security, I initiated precisely this approach, negotiating for the United States to receive a feed from our radar, which should have always occurred anyway under the obligations through the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative. And in return, Trinidad and Tobago, we were going to receive 2 naval destroyers from the United States to assist in securing our exclusive economic zone. That model remains valid and necessary. So what we must urgently seek, automatically helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft for the Air Guard, which has been left virtually non-functional by the last administration. The Air Guard doesn't even have a kite to fly. We need armed and surveillance drones. We need assistance to refurbish the Coast Guard vessels that were allowed to deteriorate due to deliberate neglect. We need support for a serious Defense Force recruitment drive to ensure they reach the established operational strength. We need SAM, surface-to-air missile capability, to intercept threats to our cities, our ports, our airports, and the energy infrastructure. There must be high-level expertise to establish and operationalize a national war room and operations center. There should be strategic guidance to manage any mass influx of illegal migrants resulting from regional instability. You can picture 500,000 Venezuelans leaving Venezuela to get into Trinidad and Tobago. What will happen to us? Ironically, by the way, the very radar that some now ridicule is going to be a critical component for that interception and early warning capability to defend our country. Hence, there should be no more shadowboxing. Venezuela is no longer sending veiled threats or diplomatic shots across the bow. They are speaking plainly. They are signaling intent, and intent must be treated seriously. This is not about bravado or gun talk. It is about national survival. If we delay, it will be too late. Security cooperation, by the way, is also not a one-way street. If the United States seeks our support, then we must seek and secure their assistance to ensure we are not collateral damage in a wider conflict. At present, we are not properly prepared. Additionally, let me add, this is a moment for national unity. In all of our decades as a nation, Trinidad and Tobago has never faced such an explicit external threat. Yes, Venezuela has long allowed its La Guardia Nacional to violate our waters, harass our fishermen, seize vessels, their catch, but it is now clear that they want more. And it is moments like this a nation cannot afford political division. This is no longer about red and yellow. This is not about urban versus rural. This is not about class or community. This is us versus a hostile external actor. We must recognize who the enemy of the state is and who it is not. Trinidad and Tobago must unite, identify its allies, and act decisively to secure its sovereignty, its people, and its future. Anything less would be irresponsible.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard.
Strong words indeed from the former Commissioner and former National Security Minister, Gary Griffith.
We start to build, and onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance.
He is certainly right in that. Should it really come to, and again, for those of you who still think it won't, it is more possible today than it has ever been. It definitely will not matter who is mustard and who is ketchup.
And let us build a nation together.
But Lord, why is it that it had to come to this? Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I just listened to this guy Griffith and what he had to say, and I totally agree with him, 100%. However, this is not something Trinidad and Tobago had asked for, right? I mean, America stepping on grounds that is way, way out of their reach, as far as I am concerned, and seizing vessels and whatnot is on a legal ground. I mean, we're just trying to incite what we don't want, a war, right? We country too small for that, and as much as what America could do for we's a little dot in between the both of them, we still could end up being annihilated, regardless of whether America defending we or what. We's a little dot. You understand? So anytime any war break out serious, we in real trouble. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening, member. And that is the thing. It goes back to the think piece that I read for you all in the last hour.
And let us build a nation together.
It's such a delicate dance that we have found ourselves in, right? When our Prime Minister, offered access to our territory, Maduro declared it as tantamount to an act of war. It's like when you side with somebody in an argument. It's like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Because look, Antigua declined the same offer, and now Trump has put travel bans on Antigua and Barbuda. Right? So we either cooperating with America and facing threats from Venezuela, or we don't cooperate with America and risk the displeasure of Trump.
I said that is the main point.
It's crazy, right? Crazy how we found ourselves in this situation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. That is why, from the beginning, from the embryo stage, the initial stage, we were supposed to stay out. Stay out. That is all we had to do. And when I'm saying we, I'm not saying this whole population who get in this nonsense. And I see nobody want to address that. Maybe too late. Or they're saying we. Who's the we getting in this mess? We were supposed to, I say we too. And I know who I'm referring to. We were supposed to stay out. That was so hard to say we. Just stay out. That is what bothering me. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, member. And again, it was that choice seems so easy, right? Because other nations are staying out. But now, those nations are now being given the short end of the stick, being blocked off because they refuse to help in the interests of one of the big bullies who are trying to fight. It was always going to be a lose-lose situation if two big heads like that clash and we in the middle. They're going to look around and be like, you. Hey, set me up so I could knock him down now. And we gotta say yes or no. But all the actions have consequences, you see. Good afternoon, Kola. How you doing?
Yeah, my brother. You hear me right?
Yeah, I think I can hear you better now.
Hello?
Go ahead.
All right. No, I was still telling you now. Out of the hatred for the cockroach, the ants voted for insecticide. And they all die. Even the housefly who didn't himself vote. You understand what I'm telling you there? These people and them who, these fanatics and them, my brother, them is what has carried on the country, as the brother said, I saw others always say that. It's the fans and them is what has pulled down the country, you know. Because whether the party right or wrong, the right. You understand? And I will tell you something. No, I respect that brother who talk first now. I respect Kingsley boy. But he make me lose my respect for him because he and a war party. He come as he talking against the children and all. You understand? Because he don't care if it's a war, yes or no. You understand? But I respect his loyalty. His loyalty for his party, I respect that. But he make me lose respect for he. In other words, what I'm trying to tell him now, if he only know he worth, he wouldn't sell himself at a discount price. You understand? And a matter of fact, right now, like the Super Bowl dry, and it coming down to he and them, the rest of them, and that would on the radio talking, and we backing, and the war right through. Like them want war, them want to see people in blood. You understand what I'm saying, my brother?
I feel you,
Tell them something now. I will tell them something. All deeds have consequences. All deeds have consequences. And nobody can save nobody, but only the self to save the self. Because this man, Trump, even the commanders and them, some of the commanders and them, the general and them, saying the man is man like at that time, he have the security of the country in shambles. You understand? So if he had the security of America in shambles, what about Trinidad? Why are you using that? Because Trinidad and gas oil, Venezuela have oil. So you see who sided with? Trinidad and against Venezuela. That way America is right to make your own people come at you.
I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off, member, but I have a lot of people still trying to call in, and we don't have much time left. Okay?
I know, yeah, but at the end of the day, my friend, these fanatics and them had to know what they're saying, brother. They don't know what they're saying. My friend, you have a good day.
All right, you too. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon again. My thing, right? This same gentleman called our country, all the way peaceful island, a whole country. You feel he really, after what he's doing in America, and have America real uncomfortable, you feel he coming here to really defend me? 100? Huh? You feel that really going to take place? And let me say, with the decline taking part in this warfare between Venezuela and America, he'd have put sanction on me, right? So, if we didn't agree, being with the closest country, island to Venezuela, where he'd have bombed me too because he vexed me and side with him. Huh? We politicians need to think and think properly. They ain't thinking about the people and the goodness of this country, boy. They're really not. They're putting people real uncomfortable. We talk about Christmas in the carnival. People ain't sure what's going on in this country right now. Have a good evening.
You too, member.
To build.
Yeah, we don't have much time. Just about 5 minutes before commercials, guys. So for those who still have to call, yeah, we keep it very, very, very tight, okay? There's still a bunch of y'all still calling in. Please. 34200 8146653991. Yeah, we keep it tight. Hello, good afternoon.
So for those who still have to call in.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I would like to everyone, you and everyone, good day. Season greetings. I would like you to put everything together because I hear anything from way back, from Venezuela and Trinidad from way back, coming to the closer future here. You understand? Is we hear about Dragon Deal. The next thing we hear is that I hear Guyana, the oil. I hear. Next one coming, they say we gonna make a better deal with the Dragon Deal. We go pass it through from somewhere, Grenada. And next thing I hear is narco terrorists. And I hear is which one it is? What it is really it is about. Put all together. I want them to put all together from way back. And let's see what it is really about. Because they see that though they have become their mind really what it is. You understand? Seriously. They make up their mind as they don't know narco-terrorism, they know it. Yeah, they don't know what it is. One time I hear in Dragon, the next time I hear this, the next time I hear narco-terrorists. Come on, get serious. Some they going way back from since when the fishermen used to go, yeah, the fishermen used to come there, we always had that big state.
I'm not sure what happened there to you, remember? You got cut off. I'm not sure. So I hope your credit ain't done. Or your phone had died or something. I think one thing we can all agree on, whatever side of the fence that you are on, is that these are certainly unprecedented times, guys. And it just wraps around to what Professor Robinson said in the think piece that I read at the beginning of the show.
Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now
we are in a
we must show.
We are in a new turning point in our history, in this nation and this region.
Strong and better.
Everything that is happening right now, particularly to such a violent and hostile degree that our region has not seen in an entire generation. Many of you have raised your families, crime aside, murders aside, all of that. Underneath the scale of, it has all been underneath the scale of mass bombings, mass shootings, terrorist attacks, political assassinations, save for that one time. That didn't work. You have raised your family, an entire generation, in relative, and I use that word loosely, relative peace.
You have to spell them out. Because you know as well as
it has been embedded in pseudo first world life because we are so close to America and we have so many of our family is now over there now, so they have become ingrained as a part of our life,
Tolerance and production to build.
But now we have to navigate this new world. How are we going to move forward?
So come let us
siding with a nation in order to maintain our interests, or at least receive some kind of protection and receive threats from someone who is very much near to us, or simply say no, try to stay out of it, maintain that we need to remain peaceful, but at the risk of the ire of the leader of the first world, who now punishes anyone who does not see things his way or do not want to do things his way. We're on two very different sides of the fence here in the region right now. And it seems that in Trinidad and Tobago we have jumped on our side of the fence.
want to live in a foreign land.
But whatever the nations in this region choose,
It's the time to come home and
the consequences, either which way, will reverberate for a very long time.
because now more than
Only time will tell how good and how bad the decisions we make now will be. On that note, I gotta take this commercial break, guys, and we have our office party coming up after the commercial break, so stay tuned for some good Christmas jingling and jangling, and let's go into the weekend on a festive note, huh? Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
come my brother, come my sister.
You got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.